My name is Ian Brown. I am the marketing director at Freedom Healthworks, and we are talking today about how to market your direct primary care practice. Marketing is anything that you do to promote your practice. So it could be attending a farmer's market, it could be doing advertising, or it could just be posting on social media. Marketing your DPC practice is important if you aren't meeting your patient enrollment goals. When I speak with physicians, we chat about what are your goals, how quickly do you want to fill up, how many patients can you enroll in a given month, which is a great question to answer before we start filling your practice. So once you've established that, and if you aren't growing as fast as you'd like to, it's really good to look into marketing, what different avenues you can go down to increase the number of patients that are enrolling each month. At Freedom Healthworks, we help market direct primary care practices by using a content strategy. We work with the physician to create original content that represents both the physician's personality, their care philosophy, and their practice, and then we distribute that content out to patients to help them understand what that physician does, how direct primary care works, and how they can socialize it with their friends. Depending on your situation, you may be interested in advertising for your direct primary care practice. In many cases, with many physicians that I speak with, advertising is how they view marketing. I always try and take a step back before that. I think there's a lot of things to consider. A, are you servicing and delighting your customers on a regular basis? The most powerful form of marketing you have is referrals. Your patients, your customers telling other people about your practice. B, are you doing everything you can to leverage what's out there for free so that you're getting your arms around those conversations and you're energizing those conversations? Oftentimes social media is just a platform for you to help your existing patients talk sensibly about your products. And then once those two things are in place, I think advertising is a great way to supercharge those efforts. So if you look at how social media works, how advertising works in today's age, it's oftentimes creating more reach for what's already in place. So if you're out delighting your customers, if your brand's getting traction in the market, putting advertising dollars on top of that is going to help you get a broader reach. The second thing I would consider is if you're looking at doing something more traditional like a radio ad or a newspaper ad. Fortunately, when we're talking about direct primary care, the market is not yet educated on what we do, on the services that you provide. Joining a membership practice in a cash-based environment is not what patients are typically used to, or they're not used to engaging with a physician in that way. So if you just go out there and blast, I'm a DPC practice, I'm open for business. We've worked with many physicians that were surprised to find that they didn't have a ton of people walking through the door. This is because there's an education gap in the market. So you have to make sure that you're providing them with some type of education, whether that's a session that you're driving them into, you're talking with them on a regular basis about what direct primary care is, why it's important to have a personal relationship with the physician and how it positively affects their health. Then you'll start to see people come into your business looking to join a membership-based practice. When it comes to successful direct primary care practices and marketing direct primary care practices that have a high growth month over month, I think what's really important is to run your practice and to be a physician that's focused on the needs of your patients, making sure that you're following up with them. You're providing a great level of service and care. It's not hard in our traditional healthcare environment to differentiate yourself as a business against traditional healthcare providers. If your patients in the traditional healthcare system would only see a physician for 5 minutes, if they would never receive a follow-up call from the physician, a follow-through on pharmaceuticals or prescriptions that were given, these are really simple ways and services that you provide that you're probably already doing that are delighting, providing great service to your patients. That's the foundation that you build off of. We work with direct primary care practices in general, and that starts from if you're a physician that's been looking at direct primary care, maybe marketing is the last piece that you have to figure out. Maybe you have no idea how to launch a direct primary care practice, but you know that direct primary care is for you. We'd love to talk to you. We also work with practices that are already existing. The physician has gone out and done this on their own. They've taken the leap. There's services and a community that we can provide that I think is really beneficial, whether that be helping them connect with employers, connect with each other so that you have other direct primary care physicians that you can talk to. They're going through similar things as you, to bounce both business and clinical ideas off of. And then also talk about marketing. So if you already have an existing direct primary care practice and you're interested in marketing your practice, we'd love to speak with you as well. If this is a topic of interest for you, I would just encourage you to reach out to me. My email address is ibrown@freedomhealthworks.com, and we should schedule some time to chat.